Warwick's come to meet music historian Derek Scott at the Athenaeum in Bury St Edmunds, where Dennis Manning performed with Pell's American Opera Troupe in 1858.
Dennis Manning, my great-great-grandfather, he was the son of an Irish labourer, right? So how does he end up playing music of this type?
The thing is, how does he get from Irish music into African-American music? And there are a surprising number of links, both socially and culturally. I mean, in New York, you'd get adjacent neighbourhoods of free black Americans and poor Irish. So there's some linking there. But musically, too, if I play you a typical popular minstrel song of the period, the Camptown ladies sing this song, doo-dah, doo-dah. The Camptown racetrack 5 miles long, oh, doo-dah day. You can see, to make that into a reel, I'd only really have to do something like this.
That's amazing.
And it's suddenly the different style.
Yeah, it is. And they're not poles apart at all, are they?
No, not really. What makes it African-American is it has a device called call and response. You've got the one bit like that, and then the doo-dah, doo-dah. I don't know how you are on doo-dahs. Do you want to...
I'm not bad at a doo-dah.
If I do... if you're accomplished with doo-dahs, I'll try the narrative bit.
And I'll get ready for a doo-dah. Yeah,
right.
OK.
So, the Camptown ladies sing this song.
Doo-dah, doo-dah.
The Camptown racetrack 5 miles long.
Doo-dah, doodah day. I don't know whether I did that right.
But that's right. It's a throwing it to and fro. So there's a kind of influence from the African-American side into Irish music and from Irish music into African-American music.
Now, we know that Dennis played the violin in a very successful touring group. Is that what he did throughout his career?
If I show you something a little later on from the era, right down the bottom there, you'll find comments on what he's doing later.
This is an important notice to concert hall proprietors. Mr. D. Manning, late musical director of Pell's Opera Troupe. So he was the musical director?
Yes, that's right.
Sentimental vocalist, guitarist and solo violinist.
Yeah, notice that. It's not just violinist now, is it?
It isn't. Sentimental vocalist, what does that mean in musical terms?
Even in the 50s, minstrels were playing some sentimental songs. One of the great favourites of your great-great-grandfather's troupe was the Hazel Dell. All alone my watch I'm keeping in the Hazel Dell, for my darling Nellie's near me sleeping. Nellie, dear, farewell. Warwick, you've sung, haven't you? I'm sure I've seen you in performance.
Not as well as you, sir.
Singing. Is there any chance
It's lovely. It's very sentimental. I'm trying to divert you away from asking me to sing. Do not ask me to sing.
I'm just wondering, to join me in the chorus on this, without the tears rolling down your...
I don't know the words.
Well, as it happens... By amazing coincidence.
Oh, Derek.
I have some words.
Yeah, OK. So I've just got to join in with this bit here. Yeah, just the chorus.
Yes, just the chorus.
But you must sing as well. Don't stop. None of that.
OK.
All right.
Shall we try just the All Alone?
All alone, yeah, yeah.
All alone, my watch I'm keeping in the Hazel Dell, for my darling Nellie's near me sleeping. Nellie, dear, farewell.
Oh, it's lovely. And that's quite touching to think that my great-great-grandfather, Dennis, would have sung that as well, and now I can sing it.
No, but the last document we have has to be the death certificate. I'll let you...
I've seen a fair number of these on my travels over the last few days.
Yeah.
1890, Dennis Manning died at 52. Oh,
if you look at the address he's living at, 6 Betterton Street, This is in the Covent Garden area. We know that number 6 was actually a boarding house. It was licensed for 95 boarders. It's
95?
Unfortunately, it does look as if Dennis Manning was on his uppers when he died. So,
well,
you know, from the great days, I hate to end on this kind of note for you.
Well, the journey was lovely. His story was inspiring and enjoyable, but kind of ended too soon, in a way. And not particularly happily, obviously, for him.
You'd think he'd be at the peak of his career.
Yes. Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
It's just a lesson in the insecurity of
well,
the life of
one that I know very well as an actor myself. You know, you can never take this business for granted, and you have to have a plan B. Dennis, I don't think, had a plan B.
There you are, the insecurity of the musician.
Absolutely.
Warwick's come to the ballroom at the Athenaeum, where his great-great-grandfather, Dennis Manning, performed more than 150 years earlier.
It's lovely to actually be somewhere that one of my ancestors actually was. To think that Dennis was in this very room doing what he loved doing, entertaining people. That's a really lovely feeling. And I'm just enjoying being here and kind of soaking the atmosphere up. Part of me feels slightly guilty having unearthed all of these family secrets. I'm sort of imagining my ancestors looking down, saying, "Who do you think you are?" Unearthing all of our secrets, telling the world. The thing that strikes me about their stories is there was always a struggle. There was always a fight and a determination in them. And I've got that as well. I've got a determination to succeed and to get through life in the best way possible and do things the right way as well. So I've got a great deal of respect for all of the people in the stories that I've told.